Hey guys, welcome back. So today I wanted to answer a question that I've been getting asked quite frequently, and that is how tall or how big is so-and-so? How big is Gracie? How big is Ben? How big is Eli? A lot of people seem to think that, especially Gracie, is way bigger than she actually is, or she's way smaller than she actually is. So I wanted to put all three of the kiddos next to each other for not only a little size comparison, but I was also going to grab my tape measure and actually measure them for you so you can see how big, in fact, each of the kids are. So as you can see from them being all lined up, Gracie is a decent size. She is a big girl. She's pretty tall, but she's not as big as you think she is. Ben, for example, I believe is around 22 or 23 inches, so Gracie's really not that much bigger. And then there's little Eli, who's just a tad smaller than Ben, but let me grab my tape measure and we will see how big, in fact, each of them are. Okay, so here is little Eli all in his lonesome. I've got my tape measure here, and I'm going to measure him from the tip of his head all the way to the tip of his toes. And there you have it. From the tip of Eli's head to the tip of his toes, he is about 19 inches long. So Eli's kit says that he is in fact 19 inches long, and sometimes when you put reborns on certain bodies or whatever the circumstances are, they might be a little longer or shorter, but he is in fact 19 inches long, the perfect newborn size. Okay, so now moving on to Ben. Once again, I'm going to measure Ben from the tip of his head all the way to the tip of this extended, stretched out leg. Alright, so that's about as close as we're gonna get. The tip of Ben's toe lines just about with the 23-inch mark. So Ben's kit says that he should be roughly 22 to 23 inches, and I would say that is very accurate because that is the exact size that Ben is. And finally, we have Miss Gracie. One quick thing I want to say is that Gracie is on a body that might be a little bit longer than what is suggested for this kit, so she is going to be a little bit longer, and I already know that. Okay, so finally I can now answer the question of how tall or how big is Gracie. Gracie is exactly 29 inches long. Her kit is suggested to be around 24 inches, but Gracie's just an overachiever, so she is taller than other LMA kits. But yeah, so that can finally answer the question of how big is Gracie. And everyone, she's not as big as you think she is. A lot of people think that she's like over 3 feet tall and she's like so huge, and she's really not. I mean, she's a big girl, but she's not that big. So to sum up, Eli is the size of a newborn, Ben is the size of a 3-month-old, Gracie wears 18 to 24 month clothing, but I roleplay her to be about a year, sometimes a little bit older. So I hope that this finally answers the frequently asked question of how big is Gracie, how big is Eli, and how big is Ben. As you can see, they all look super cute with each other, and Gracie really isn't as humongous as everybody thinks she is. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any other questions about babies, be sure to leave them down below in the comments, and maybe I'll make another one of these frequently asked questions videos. We'll see you all in the next video. Bye!